I've wanted to do these kind of videos for quite a while, so I figured, why not start now? This is going to be my list of my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2017. Now, just to clarify, this is the most anticipated movies of 2017 for me currently, because sometimes when I start seeing a movie that I'm really anticipating sort of go lower and lower on the Rotten Tomatoes rating, it kind of lessens my excitement, sort of like with Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. And while I do think that movie was okay, although I do want to watch the Ultimate Edition, let me just clarify, there will be movies that will come out of nowhere without any really big news, unless a trailer drops or something like that. I'm not even saying if. It's inevitable. It will happen. So, yeah. Before we start this list, I'm going to start off with some honorable mentions. Starting with Logan. Now, ever since First Class, I've been on board with the X-Men franchise. I need to rewatch The Wolverine because, I mean, last time I watched it I thought it was kind of eh. I do need to rewatch it. I can definitely say that I loved First Class. I think Days of Future Past is one of the greatest superhero movies ever made. Deadpool was hilarious. And I think Apocalypse is pretty underrated. My next honorable mention is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I know. It's kind of blasphemy to talk like that about Guardians of the Galaxy. But the reason why it's not on the actual list is because, I mean, I thought Guardians of the Galaxy was pretty good. But I don't know about Best of the Year good. I mean, I do kind of feel like Captain America the Winter Soldier and X-Men Days of Future Past kind of trumped that movie. But like I said, I'm looking forward to this movie, so yeah. And my last honorable mention is going to be Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, they're remaking that now. But you know what? Ever since I saw this year's Jungle Book, I'm on board. I'm on board to see what Disney can do with these live-action remakes, because this movie was awesome. So yeah, I'm willing to go with them with whatever they do, but it's just not on this list as of right now. Kicking off this list is Cars 3. I swear to God, I would have never seen this coming if it hadn't been for that trailer. Oh my God, it really looks like they're going for something different for this franchise. In fact, something different for Pixar in general. And the plot for this movie seems really interesting. The fact that Lightning McQueen is sort of aging, and he's realizing that he's not the star he used to be, and he realizes that fame really fades away after a while. That is really, really interesting. I mean, this is something that Pixar hasn't really done before. I really want to see where they go with this. Just please, keep Mater to a very supporting role. Like, at least don't have him be annoying. Like, have him have a more serious role this time around. I mean, think about that! You could actually have the opportunity to give Larry the Cable Guy a good dramatic performance. I mean, I'm pretty sure there will be jokes in the movie, but I do really want to see Larry the Cable Guy expand on his acting. I want to see him become something more than just Gator Dan, turds and taters. So yeah, again, if it hadn't been for this trailer, I would have never ever put Cars 3 on this list. Coming at number 9 is War for the Planet of the Apes, and yeah, make your Harambe jokes because they're probably going to be everywhere in 2017. But in all seriousness, War for the Planet of the Apes looks like it's going to be the conclusion to this Planet of the Apes saga. And if it's not, and we're going to get more of these movies, I'm completely fine with it. As long as they're good. As long as they're good, I'm perfectly fine. And I really cannot wait to see Andy Serkis' performance, because he's just so perfect in these movies, and he doesn't really say a whole lot. Although it looks like he's going to be speaking more in this movie because many, many years have passed since even the last movies, so he might be speaking a few more sentences in this. But I hope there's more sort of visual talking, if you know what I'm talking about. Again, I cannot wait to see where this movie goes. If this is the end to the saga, then hopefully it's going to go out with a bang. If it's not, and it's still awesome, then you know what, I'm fine with it. Sick of apes yet? Well, gonna get used to it in 2017, because my number 8 choice is Kong Skull Island. Coming off of the heels of the 2014 Godzilla, this is going to be another monster movie that's going to set up the King Kong vs. Godzilla movie that is supposedly going to happen in 2020. And this movie looks like it's going to be super awesome. King Kong in this movie looks so fucking big, and the visual effects look incredible, and this cast looks incredible. And if King Kong isn't in a majority of this movie, then again, I'm perfectly fine, because I don't care if a character is not in a movie for a long time, as long as every single second it's on screen is memorable and awesome. Sort of like Darth Vader in Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. Wasn't in the movie a lot, but he owned every single second he was on screen. I hope they do the same thing with Kong Skull Island. Coming in at number 7 is Wonder Woman. Now, we've wanted a Wonder Woman movie for God knows how long. And I'm sorry, Linda Carter fans, the bing 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 bing, it's kind of stupid for me. In this movie, I want to see Wonder Woman shown as a warrior. I want her to be the most badass woman in all of superhero movie stuff. Then again, you don't really have much competition except for Black Widow in the Marvel Universe. And all the others, not so much. Most everyone agrees that Gal Gadot was one of the best things about Batman v Superman as Wonder Woman. She was badass, she was sort of enjoying the fact that she was fighting again. The World War II setting is also really interesting. I want to see where they go with this. Is there going to be a real villain in this movie, or is it just going to be the Nazis? I'm curious to see that. So yeah, Wonder Woman. Awesome. Can't wait to see it. Number 6 for me is Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales. Now, I actually kind of hold an unpopular opinion that I love all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Well, except for 3. 3 was bad because they just put in so much stuff. But I loved Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl. I actually liked Dead Man's Chest even more. Don't kill me. And I even love On Stranger Tides. I really love it. I think it's awesome. I mean, yeah, there are still a couple things that need to be explained a bit more, maybe sort of shortened down, but I still think it was kick-ass. Although I am worried if people are going to not like this movie and it's going to get like really bad reviews, because I would really hate to see if Johnny Depp gets a Razzie nomination for this. I mean, think about it. The role that got you nominated for an Academy Award, then it just brings you to a Razzie eventually. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope this movie's awesome. And I'm guessing from the critics I might like this movie regardless if most critics don't like it. Unless they try to cram in a pirate club or something. I don't know. Coming at number 5 is the Lego Batman movie, and how can I not put it on this list? I mean, the marketing for this thing is incredible! The trailers are so funny, with so many references to Batman, regardless if it's about how awesome Batman is or how Batman lame has been. Like, even in one of the trailers, Alfred was saying, Master Bruce, are you going through one of these phases again? Like how you did in 2016, and in 2012? And 2008, then 2005, then 1997, and they actually show the bat nipples. Like, they don't even show George Clooney as Batman, they just show the bat nipples. That was fucking hilarious. And then 1995, and then 1992, and then 1989, and then you had that weird phase in 1966, when he's referencing the 60s Batman. Oh my god, that's just so funny. And just look at the poster for this thing. I mean, it looks like it's gonna be a blast. I mean, almost every popular Batman villain you can think of is going to be in this movie. It kind of reminds me of Batman Arkham City, where they had almost every single Batman villain that was popular in that game. Except in this, there's probably even more. I mean, look, they even have Clayface in this. Clayface! We're actually going to see Clayface in a movie! This movie looks like it's going to be hilarious, and since the Lego Movie is already one of my favorite animated movies, I'm on board with this by far. I cannot wait to see the Lego Batman movie. I'm so pumped for this, and it just looks like it's going to be a celebration of Batman. Regardless of the things that made Batman awesome, and regardless of the things that made Batman really lame, they can make fun of every single one of those aspects. And I know this is an unrealistic want for the movie, but it would be so cool if they get all of the previous Batman actors to have a cameo in there. You know, Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, and Ben Affleck. Maybe even Kevin Conroy. I mean, all those guys are alive. You can do it. Please, I'm begging you, have them in the movie somehow. Honestly, I don't really know how Christian Bale would be in that movie, or maybe even Ben Affleck. I just hope they would have a sense of humor to do this, if they decide to do it at all. Because I would love to see that happen, even though it might not happen. Number 4 is Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, Spider-Man is probably one of my favorite superheroes. I mean, even though I thought the 2002 Spider-Man was okay, Spider-Man 2 was a way, way better movie. Spider-Man 3, it's bad. The Amazing Spider-Man, in my opinion, is the greatest Spider-Man movie ever made. Please don't kill me! The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I feel like, is an underrated Spider-Man movie. I don't see how it's the lowest rated out of all of them. In fact, if anything, I think it's the third best behind Spider-Man 2 and The Amazing Spider-Man. And if you want to count Captain America Civil War, then this would be the best Spider-Man movie. I mean, Tom Holland was awesome in this movie. I can't wait to see what he does. And I just love the idea that Tony Stark is going to be a supporting character in this movie. I mean, that's the perfect guy to have when Spider-Man's in this. We can have, you know, Peter Parker and Tony Stark getting into, you know, little quips and stuff. I don't know. It just looks like a blast. Michael Keaton as the Vulture looks like he's going to be awesome. Although, I'm kind of worried that he might be another Marvel Cinematic Universe villain. Like, you know those? Like, because most of them are just bland and out of nowhere. So, I don't know how they're going to do this. I hope they give him enough of a backstory, or at least enough reason for us to care about him. So, yeah, I'm really excited for Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, my pick for number 3 is surprisingly not a big blockbuster, and you might not have heard about this movie, I don't know, but it's an untitled movie about how author A.A. Milne, I hope I pronounced that correctly, got the inspiration to write the Winnie the Pooh books. And in case you don't know, I love Winnie the Pooh. He's one of my favorite characters of all time. The Tigger movie is probably my favorite animated movie of all time. And people need to see this movie. They really do. I mean, it doesn't get that much attention. And I really do want to see this A.A. Milne movie. I mean, there's rumors going around that it's going to be titled Goodbye Christopher Robin. That would be a really good title, but I want to know why it'd be called that. Like, what happened? I mean, I did research on the matter, but I didn't really find anything that would warrant that title. So I'm wondering if there's, like, things that we don't really know about. I'm really excited for this movie. Again, like I said, I love Winnie the Pooh. He's one of the greatest characters of all time, and I want to see where A.A. Milne got his inspiration. I want to see the trial and error of this whole ordeal. I want to see this movie so bad. And coming at number 2 is Justice League. I mean, yeah, I know Batman v Superman was a disappointing movie. It should have been a great movie, but I just can't help it with this. I mean, it's the fucking Justice League. I mean, look at that poster. That is the Justice League right there. They look like the Justice League. I mean, it's just... like I said, I know that they should have had movies building up to it, but it's the fucking Justice League. And that's it right there. That is the Justice League. They're right there. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg. That's them. They look like the Justice League. And the trailer that we saw is just awesome. It's just... I know we didn't get a whole lot with that, and most of it was really just, banter between Bruce Wayne and Barry Allen, but still, it's the Justice League. I want to see this movie. Please, please let this be good, Zack Snyder. Please let this be one of your awesome movies like Man of Steel. I don't care what the critics say, I actually really love Man of Steel. But please, let this be awesome. And my number 1 is the Emoji Movie. Now, despite what some people say, I actually found the trailer to be really funny. And I think this could be like the Lego Movie, where we get some really interesting and funny characters, and they're gonna do a lot with so little. And, oh god. Even joking about that just gives me pain. Of course it's Star Wars Episode 8! I mean, we saw The Force Awakens. We loved The Force Awakens. And, good lord, it's continuing this year. I want to see where this franchise goes. I really want to see Rey's journey to becoming a Jedi. I want to see what has happened to Luke Skywalker. I want to see if Kylo Ren can come close to the light side. I want to see where this franchise goes. And even though it's disappointing that J.J. Abrams isn't going to be helming the movie, it is being done by the guy who directed Looper, which, again, it is a really good movie. But J.J. Abrams, he did so much for The Force Awakens. But nevertheless, I'm super pumped for Episode 8, and we're not going to be getting a trailer until spring. I'm guessing we're not going to be getting the titles of the movie until spring either. I mean, Nevertheless, I'm so pumped for Star Wars Episode 8. I'm begging to know what the title is alone. Granted, nothing will surpass the hype that was for Star Wars The Force Awakens. I mean, that's not happening. I mean, that's not going to happen. Like, that hype is not going to happen for quite a long time. I mean, nevertheless, I'm still excited for Episode 8. I'm begging to know any information, but not too much information. Not too much information, just enough for me to get hyped. So, yeah, those are my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2017. What's your top 10 list? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, give it a like so we can get the channel circulated. And if you want to see more, click this.